All right, so took me a little bit longer. I did a couple more things that I wanted to do, but it's always for the greater good. So I'll just walk you down through here. As you can see, the tractor is well worked. Um, and like I said, this thing's just like a big old weed eater for limbs and branches and stuff, and that thing spins and it does wonderful stuff for me. But as you can see, if you remember what it looked like yesterday, um, it looks a little different now. Uh, so I'll walk you down through here and you can see how all the limbs are taken down. It's nice and clean, well, except for all the crap on the ground, but there's a nice little hedge going on, and none of the branches will get in the way if we are riding in the side-by-side, golf cart, my four-wheeler, or anything like that. So as we walk down through here, I'll try not to make this too long, but I do want to show you guys something that is kind of the reason it took a little bit longer than I wanted to, but again, it's kind of a long way, but I'm in this little walking thing for work. I was voluntold to do this, which I wasn't all that mad about because they knew I have a whole lot of property. So they just assumed, which is pretty safe, that I do a lot of walking, and I do. So at least getting out here today, showing you guys a little bit of what I did, it'll help me get my steps in for our team. So, you know, there's always a reason for stuff. I gotta go through and pick up all of these limbs that I knocked down. But you guys can see that little lane shark, man, it sure can prune some trees. Look how nice and wide and open this is now. It's kind of nice. You're not getting whacked in the face by limbs when you're driving around. So that's always a good thing. So we're coming up on, if you remember yesterday, I told you we were going to cut a lane through here. Well, I kind of started that process. This is the far corner of our property. And as you can see, I started coming through here and knocking all this stuff down, which is great because the goal here is to have fencing surrounding our property. So this is actually really good. It didn't take me all that long, but as you can see, I'll show you. I'll turn this way. There's nothing here. It's 5 acres of a whole lot of gnarly, nasty woods that we eventually want to turn into pasture. Not all of it, just some of it. Like I said, we're always going to keep our buffer from, I guess you can say, society. But anyway, so you can see I started coming through here, and then I started getting into a lot more thicker stuff. And I did not have the bucket on my tractor. I only had the lane shark, which does all right, but not in this stuff. I'd rather just get the bucket, come through here, knock all these little trees down. Like this one will end up going, that one back there will end up going. A lot of these are dead because of the vines. You can see on this tree there's a big fat cluster of vines. They grow up into the trees, and as you can see, it just chokes out the trees, kills them. So I got to come through here with the bucket, knock all this crap down, and keep on going through here. But pretty exciting that this process is kind of going now. And as you can see, it's a nice area. Eventually we will get to the point where we can ride our fun vehicles and work vehicles, meaning side-by-sides and four-wheelers, through here and check on fencing and things of that nature. So This gives us that opportunity to do that. And so that's what I'm kind of doing today. I'm going across the street to the neighbor's house, Mr. Mike, across the street. He needs some help doing some stuff. So I'm gonna jump back on the tractor, head across the street, and help out Mr. Mike. He's the one that's actually buying Willow, and bought the 2 bull calves from us. So I'm going to let you guys go for now. I just wanted to, sorry I couldn't videotape it. You know, it's like I just couldn't do it with one hand. It's really difficult, as you could see by some of the footage. It's hard to steer and run the Lane Shark with one hand, with the other one on a camera. So I'll get better at it. And so that's about it for now. We'll see you guys.